Shooter 2, talking shit, Dusty Boots.
Righto, we're in the Dusty Boots studio and we're here with MACK GEIGER. How are we, mate?
Good, thanks, boys. How are you guys going?
Good. It's good to sit down with all of us. All of us in the studio. There's been a few artists this weekend, hasn't there? That we've actually just finally, that both of us get to sit down with that artist. So it's good to have you in here, mate.
No, appreciate it. What are you boys a bit dusty this morning?
We are a little bit dusty, mate. We've had a few people say
We're making the most out of the CMC experience.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I see it was announced that you're opening for Warren Zetas. That's pretty exciting, mate.
Yeah,
How's
bloody oath. I know, sort of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Ash hits me up. She's like, "Wait, you know Warren Zetas?" Like, bloody oath, I do. She's like, "Oh, you want to do his tour?" And I'm like, "Oh, bloody oath, I do." So anyway, yeah, we're jumping off Warren Zetas. We got a bunch of dates. I think we're over at WA. As far as WA, we're going down south to Melbourne, Victoria.
Yeah.
So we're getting around with him, and can't wait. You know, he's a bit of a superstar and that. So hopefully, I can make an impact on his fans as well.
Your song, especially String By, holy, that is blown up. That is all over my socials. Especially a lot of like American people using the sound and stuff. It is such a I remember like at the Golden Guitars, me, Wade, I think it was Jared, every time we'd see you. When you call me.
That song's going to be a death beat, bro.
Yeah. it's on repeat.
Because I'm going through me TikTok and like when people cover it. Like, I'm so grateful for like how like it's sort of blown up on TikTok and that. And a lot of those Texans and that are like recording it. And even a lot of Aussies, they're like covering it and that.
Yeah.
Like, geez, I don't know. It's like I'll go to sleep at night and I just hear that ringing.
Yeah.
When you come. Oh, right.
Is that something like a wildest dream though? That like you see that song, you see people singing as well, and you're like, people are singing my music. Like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, 100%. Like, I feel like I'm pretty underqualified to have a song like that.
Yeah.
Because I've got 2 songs out, but just so blessed like that it's sort of taken like the way that it has to a lot of people, and I guess something about it seems to resonate with people and that. So I could never have sort of expected this to happen, like, especially as the second song out. So
I think that like we always talk about being authentic, and I know I've said it in the last couple of days in interviews though, but the people that are most authentic will always go the furthest too. And I feel like you, mate, sitting in an interview now or having a beer with you later or seeing you in the crowd, you're the same person for everyone every single time. So like people like that will go a long way in the industry. So it's really good.
Oh, appreciate it. I think it's easier that way too. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be hard putting up all different personas all the time.
Get tired of it.
In an interview last year, you said you were studying paramedic.
Yeah.
Are you still doing that now? Have you had to sort of put a bit of a pause to it, or?
Yeah, we've hit the brakes on the paramedic.
Yep.
So, I've done 2 years. I had a year to go, and I'll be a qualified paramedic on the road. But sort of stuff's sort of got a bit of momentum. So like that'll always be there.
Yeah.
And I'm still very passionate about it. Like it's sort of bittersweet. Like I was so close to finishing it, but this here is what I really love doing. And, I've got an opportunity to really make a career out of it, so we're going all in on it. So,
and it's good to say that too.
It's very
but as
exciting.
you say though, at least you've given that a crack too, and if all else fails, which I know it definitely won't with you, that you can go back to that, do one more year, and then you've got that qualification to do something that you're still so passionate about as well. So it's really cool.
100%,
Making the 8, I reckon.
Yeah. So
Making the 8.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
it's 8 questions. We say rapid fire answer, but
Go with it.
you do you.
Yeah.
Who is your biggest inspiration?
Geez, it's hard to put it on one name because I'll get it from everywhere. I listen to a lot of different music, but probably number 1 I'd have to say Keith Whitley is someone who inspires me a lot vocally. He can write a hell of a song too. So.
Has that always been like that, or is that just something that sort of continued to grow and you're like, now that person is like the focal point?
Yeah, for sure. Like growing up, it was probably more so like Tim McGraw and Garth Brooks and people like that. But that's although streaming platforms don't pay us much, it's also like you can also just dive into all this music, and so every day I'm finding new artists. But Keith Whitley's sort of been on top for a few years now for me, and I reckon will sort of be forever. I think what he did in that short time that he was with us, it's definitely probably the biggest inspiration for me, I'd say.
Love it. Favourite song you've released?
Yeah, I'd have to go String By. It's sort of that might be a harder question.
We had a 50-50 answer.
I'll come back to you in 12 months' time and ask you that.
Yeah. So go String By.
Thing you got most in trouble for as a kid?
Most in trouble for? I couldn't really sit Oh, what do you mean, class or? Like,
Or
anything.
any time at home
childhood.
in class.
Jeez. I think there's a two. I'll go in class first. I just couldn't keep still. Like I was just I was talking in class, and I was always just getting in trouble. At home, I think as a kid I was a bit of a know-it-all, and mum and dad would probably tell me to do something, and I'd try and tell them I know how to do it. And then you grow up and you're like, oh, I didn't know shit back then.
Hey, mum and dad, can you help me with that?
Yeah. So anyway.
What song would you love to cover from another artist? And you may already do it.
David Allen Coe is probably a really big influence songwriting wise. He's got a song called Self-Inflicted Wound that I've sort of been planning, if I can, to cover that one.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson's got a bunch of crap that I would love. So
yeah,
sort of those. I reckon David Allen Coe, Willie Nelson, something of theirs. I'd love to do.
And would you love to bring it into your set and sort of bring it in as a one song in your set too?
Bloody oath. I think that's a good, like, live show is always a good place, I think, to test the waters. Before you release it. So yeah, 100%. I reckon you'll be hearing a few of those.
Love it.
Very soon.
Hell yeah. Strangest / wildest thing that's ever happened at one of your gigs.
Strangest of all. I mean, I grew up playing with my cousin Cade. You fellas would know Cade.
Yeah.
Luke Geiger, his son. So we're real close. We started out together. He's playing on my band on Sunday, but
Awesome.
we played a lot of caravan parks, and those caravan parks, like, we might have 4 hours to play, but then you just start getting handed either money to start with to keep playing, or everyone runs out of money, so they just end up dishing out rum cans. So there's a few times there where, like, we're at, like, the 6 hour point or 7 hour point in the night, and, like, we're just blind.
Yeah, that's a Geiger thing to keep playing.
I think it might be in the genes, to be honest, but me and Cade, we've had a lot of good long nights.
It's definitely seems to be a Geiger thing. I think it's influenced me too. I've had a few pub gigs where you get the patrons just throwing cash at you or giving you drinks, and look
Just
at the
keep
times
going.
8 hours later.
You're like, oh, shit, this is why I can't speak right.
What's your biggest phobia?
Biggest phobia. I mean, the easy answer are probably a lot of people have said snakes. I hate snakes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're in Australia, but
Yeah.
I hate those bastards.
Yeah.
But I think, like, on a deeper level, it's just like getting to an old fella and having regrets. That's like my biggest fear, biggest phobia is, like, having regrets when I get older. So.
We don't hear that, like, a lot, that answer, but when we do, it's people that are so passionate about normal life, just making the most of it while they're here. So it's always good to hear that answer instead of someone just being like snakes and stuff's the obvious stuff, but getting to the end and you haven't done enough. Like, I know I think about it all the time, and there's probably plenty of artists that do, but when we hear that answer, I'm like, that's someone that, like, values their life and wants to be here. So I love to hear that.
I mean, I didn't mean to take it to the deeper.
Yeah, but it's good though.
We're getting pretty fucking deep.
But, like, mate, we've heard it so many times, haven't we? Like, so many different artists have said it. Like, they just want to make the most of life while they're here. So it's good. It's actually good to hear that.
There you go.
What was the moment you knew you wanted to be a country artist?
The moment I wanted to be a country artist, I mean, I just started out as a bedroom singer, playing a few songs, and Dad taught me my first G, E minor, C, D on guitar, and then I did this busking competition, this local thing. I was just busking. I learnt the songs for that, so I had no set list, and I'm reading half of them. Anyway, I got the chance to go to Gympie Muster one year, and I went there and I looked around and I'm like, holy dooly, like, bloody Lee Koenigan's just over there and Troy Castelli's just over there, and obviously all these people doing it as a profession. So I think that first year, it might have been 2020 might have been, I went to Gympie Muster and looked around. I'm like, holy, like, there's people actually doing this.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing as a hobby right now, like, has potential. And I think that was like the key moment for me where I'm like, okay, I want to start putting some effort into this. And then I think songwriting wise, I wrote a song which I hope to release in the future, pretty much about the story of the hardships of working FIFO. And I wrote that from a perspective where I was on a station and I was in a long distance relationship, so I sort of had a bit of an insight on how it is a strain on relationships. But I sang that once, and I've got an uncle he's a pretty hard man, you know, he doesn't show his feelings that much, but he actually ended up welling up a bit, and that really showed me the power that music can have on people, on their lives, and tell people stories. So that was another key moment for me where I'm like, this has this has a lot of power, and if I can do this to one person, well, I want to keep doing it and to do it to as many people as I can.
And as you say, even if you can do it as many people as you want, but if it's just one person you please at the end of the day, at least you're happy you please someone else with some music. So
that's the job done. So.
The last one we finish off with, mate, is advice for up-and-coming artists. Obviously, you're an up-and-coming artist, but for someone that gets to your stage now, what's a piece of advice for them?
Piece of advice. I think focus on the music. I think I think really hone into have a good hard look at you. Like obviously I'm pretty new in all this, but I think just have a good hard look at yourself on who you are as a person and what type of what stories and what impact you want to have to people or who you want to represent, and start there instead of starting with all right, what's trendy.
Yeah.
You know, how can I blow up as big as I can? Just start with have a good look in the mirror and think, who am I? Where do I come from? Okay, what picture do I want to paint? What impact do I want to have? And then start there, write songs, do the hard yards in the pubs and
Caravan parks.
Caravan parks.
You gotta do the shit gigs.
You know, learn the ropes. But I think starting with just who you are, I think is a good place to start rather than just trying to follow the trends.
Blow up overnight.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us, mate. It's always a pleasure to sit down with someone like you. As we say, we always see you around, but we never get behind a microphone. So good luck, and probably see you tomorrow on stage anyway. So
sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, brother.
Follow Bill, shoot a two, talking shit, Dusty Boo.